Brentford versus Forest. I was having to run to catch my train, which didn't help my day. Well, I pondered how big this game was in the context of our season, and not just because West Ham had beat Sunderland the day before to cut the gap to 2 points, meaning we were feeling the pressure, but also because the feeling around the club at the minute isn't great after Thursday's diabolical performance in Europe against Braga led to many fans, including myself, questioning if Sean Dyche is indeed the right man. However, you can't go through 4 managers in a season, and we needed a response, and respond we did. The first 20 minutes were all played in Brentford's half and were capped off with Igor Jesus, a brilliant one-touch and finish which he deserves a lot of credit for. The Brazilian is no doubt going to face competition as we have signed the Italian giant Lorenzo Luca, which feels like such a Dyche signing. But as well, it should be pointed out that he's not the only striker at the club. There was groans in the away end when Taiwo Awoniyi replaced Igor Jesus, and that was probably just from myself. However, his goal was absolutely fantastic, and he deserves a huge amount of credit for it. Taiwo is one of them players that is hard to hate. He seems like such a good man around the club from the videos that are posted, and he deserved that goal. Gibbs White getting the assist as well feels massive for his season, and hopefully he can kick on now because many were bashing him over the head with the stats. A huge result in the context of our season, and hopefully we've dragged Leeds back in.
I've got to say, going into today, I wasn't confident. I don't think any Forest fan would tell you that they were confident. But somehow, some way, we have found a way to win. I actually thought it was a good performance from the team in general. We started off the first half, we were really dominant. And yeah, the second half, it was shaky. We sat back. You start to think, is this Dyche being Dyche? And we're sitting too far back and we're letting them come on to us. But actually, do you know, it worked really well, and the subs worked really well as well. For all the criticism I've had, a lot of other Forest fans have had for Dyche this season, saying about, you know, his subs are questionable, the players he's let go, the players he's brought in. Do you know what? The substitution, bringing on Taiwo, you can't fault him for. And I'm not saying it because Taiwo scored, but actually he put his body about as well, Taiwo, today. That as well, Hutchinson, I think, added something when he came on that possibly Dominguez doesn't offer when he's on the wing. All in all, I was really happy with that performance. The problem is that West Ham keep winning as well, but I think that's good in a sense because it's keeping the pressure on. We can't afford to slip up now. Next Sunday is massive now. You know, Crystal Palace, Adam Wharton's out. That's a positive for us because I think on his day he's a class player. They look like a club that are in free fall at the moment. I know there's a little bit of edge to it with us and them. I don't like to buy into that sort of stuff. I'm not with them anyway. I don't see them as a rival. You know, we've got Derby, we've got Leicester, we've got Sheffield United. I don't see Palace as one. I know it's petty, but that's that. But yeah, I think next Sunday becomes massive now. Sorry, I mean, West Ham are on 20, we're on 25, Leeds on 25, and then Palace are on 28, and unbelievably in 14th, Spurs are on 28 as well. I'm not saying that they're in the relegation fight yet, but the more teams we can drag into this, the better. Gibbs White, I know his assist will probably be an assist in quotes because of Taiwo's run, but he looked really good today, I thought, and I think a lot of the criticism he's had from fans, myself included at times, he hopefully answered a few of them today. I think, unfortunately, a few of them have just not hit the heights of last year, and we're now in a position where we're just slating them off. But do you know what? Can't be complaining at those sorts of games and those sorts of wins. Going away to Brentford, not an easy place to go there. 8th in the league, Brentford, for a reason. They're a tricky team, and they're a tough place to go. But to win that and to win 2-0, this next run of fixtures now is crucial, and hopefully we can kick on this season. Obviously, Europa League action on Thursday as well. I'll be at Ferencvaros, but I don't want to say it's a dead rubber. There are results that could go to and from, and it's important, I think, that we get a good draw in the next round. But I think all in all, the focus for now was getting safety in the Premier League, or is getting safety in the Premier League, and today's win will go a huge way to securing that. As always, guys, I've been chatting for Full House Sports. Please like, comment and subscribe, and as always, have a great day.